Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the first installment of Money Management for Freshmen. I am your host, Dean Melewski. We all remember moving into that first week of school, nervous and excited about meeting new people and settling into a new environment. There are plenty of things going through our heads. Do we remember to pack that extra toothbrush? Or that favorite poster? One thing we may have forgotten, as it was in my case, do I have enough money to last me a semester? This is what this series will be about. Proper money management while being in college. The first topic I'll talk about is the importance of planning out your spending needs. And our last segment will be about finding a part-time job on campus. The needs and wants of being in college is important to figure out. I remember being a freshman and only having $200 coming into school, thinking that should last me a semester. If I was smart with it, maybe that would have been the case. However, every Monday came around and that meant 50-cent wig night at the lab and lager, and there goes $10. Or I wasn't feeling the calf one afternoon and I decided to go to Subway and there goes another $8 to $10. Or I found a tapestry on Redbubble and there goes another $10 to $15. And the list goes on and on. Suffice to say, my $200 did not last me very long. The point is to try and find that line between the things you need and the things you want. Say you only have a couple $100 at the start of the semester, it's important to make that last for as long as possible. Get the essentials at the grocery store, bottled water and a couple snacks. And try to limit the amount of times you eat out a month to avoid overspending. It may not be the best food, but utilize a calf as much as possible. It's free, kind of, for right now anyways. It'll keep you from spending money on food when you don't need to. It's important to save money for books as well. Those may cost a lot depending on the class. A closing tip for that. Make sure to get Amazon Prime for students. It only costs $6 a month and you can save possibly over $100 on what you might need to spend at the bookstore. Lastly, try to avoid impulse spending. If you don't absolutely need it, try not to get it. These are things often easier said than done, but if you save early on, it can help you in the long run. Lastly, we'll now talk about the importance of finding a part-time job while at school. Getting a job during the school year can be very helpful with maintaining your current bank balance throughout the year. During the year, at any point, you can have an emergency. If you have a car on campus, you can have repairs that have to be done for it, or your computer dies and you need to get that fixed. Having a job will help you keep up with these unexpected emergencies. At the start of the year, there are plenty of positions that need to be filled. You can work at your school's admissions office, interacting with incoming freshmen. Most to all schools have an info desk, and you can answer questions that students may have. If you like working with food, you can work at the cafeteria, cafe, or the pub. If your focus is more with communications, there are plenty of opportunities there, such as photography, filmography, video editing, and much more. Suffice to say, there can be plenty of options for you to work if you have the time for it. All colleges with work-study have a limit on how much you can work a week. This can keep you from working too much and getting overwhelmed with school. Though most options on campus are minimum wage, they can still help you out. There can be off-campus options as well, but staying on campus can help you save gas money. It can also help you manage your time better as well. Knowing you have less time to get things done might encourage you to get your schoolwork done sooner. To wrap things up, finding the line between the things you need and the things you want is important. And finding the time to get a part-time job can keep you from making that phone call home for asking for a couple bucks. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of Money Management for Freshmen. I am your host, Ian Melewski. Be sure to tune in next week when I talk more about impulse spending.